today I think throughout the day we will keep hearing quality till you are fed with the lunch till afternoon. And what Mr. Sanjay Kumar has brought out, that quality, there is no perfection. There is nothing like best quality. And today geopolitics is such, it's so complex and unpredictable. Be it a state actor, be it a non-state actor, I think the way they are deploying the technologies and product, there is a need for all of us to match up that pace. In a quest for matching that pace, as Secretary to be brought out, there could be compromises. And nothing reinforces that by way of today is a very important article in one of the leading newspaper in Times of India, where there has been a need to scrap the contracts, concluded contracts, which were concluded as a part of emergency procurement. So that reinforces a requirement for such an interaction, forum, and the importance of QA in what we do. That's a business of safeguarding our country. As taking it forward again from the Secretary DP, the quality, I will give the two extreme examples. When we speak about the quality, I will narrate one small incident where Henry Ford, when he had churned out so many models of the cars, so he sent his teams to junkyards and told them to identify which products have failed early, which products have continued. And there he found that there was one locking pin in the steering column which has not failed ever, whereas the many other products failed. And so the team thought, now we need to improve the other components. But whereas he tasked his team to see why this locking pin has been over-designed or over-specified, because the other components have made their service life which was expected. You go to the other extremes, the power transmission components and systems are designed in such a fashion, there is one component which is expected to fail to safeguard the whole power transmission. Now that failure of that one component that does not mean that quality is bad. So these are the two extremes of quality that we are talking, and that is where I think importance is about evolving our standards, specification, quality, and link them up. Today, it's a given thing. I think most of us we have to acknowledge that we are copying the international standards, foreign standards, and I don't think there is a way forward in a short time or near time. But when we look at the international standards or quote them, that reflects upon their industrial capability and the ecosystem that exists in that country. Now when it comes to we specifying that and trying to ensure that we have everything make in India, which is the right direction in which the government and all of us are moving, but there is a gap then in between, and then obviously there is a concept of L1 and then there are timeline pressures. So there is now it's a time we have been at it. Specifically, I can be proud to say that as an Indian Navy, we have been on the forefront of indigenization right from 60s, 70s, and but there is between the industry and I would say the end user, there is a need to evolve our own standard specification for which we are capable, which will help us for the exports in future also. Whilst doing that, there is a perception that quality is measured only at the end of the product development. But as I brought out, and as is quite apparent from the advice of the Secretary DP, that it is a mindset, it is a culture. I think we don't have to be dictated, and it has to be ingrained in our life on a day-to-day functioning. After what we have seen to evolve our own standards and specification, that's why there is a need for tapping our own large number of actually fantastic engineers, application engineers, core engineers, process engineers, system engineers. We need to evolve, tap this, we have to invest them in training them and use their knowledge to evolve our specifications. Design, as of now, we started probably manufacturing, which is actually built to print. We have made now taken small steps, and we have started manufacturing relatively small systems and equipment, and there is a need now to innovate and go for larger systems, for which I would feel the whole system has to move together and synergize. I will also talk about the various initiatives which have already been mentioned, but apart from ease of doing business, that is starting from a vendor registration itself. There are a number of steps being taken by DGQ organization, and I'm sure they'll go a long way, and such interaction or seminars will help in trying to see how do we improve and cut short the timelines in vendor registration itself. Self-certification and green channel, as we have been taking stock in the ministry and the armed forces, the government has taken the steps, but I don't find too many takers, or there is a large scope for, rather than saying not many takers, there is a large scope for how do we enhance it, how do we improve, so that more and more vendors qualify for this self-certification and green channel. I am quite happy to see that the DGQA and his organization taking steps in terms of, I would say, the revised QAT in the today's context will be released today, which addresses some of the concerns of the industry. Second is having the QA helpline, rather I would say, the Q Seva, that's the interactive helpline for queries and complete resolution, which having been on the different sides of, I would say, the product development, the shipyard integration, it's a very, very important, and I'm sure vendors will have access directly to the headquarters at QA. The 4 sessions, again, I compliment the organizers, being organized in 2 different with the expert panels in terms of innovating quality assurance, enhancing quality assurance, balancing QA inspection and timelines for worship building, integrating quality assurance with the modern technologies. This all will, I think, at the end of the day, I think we will, I will request organizers to come out with a roadmap which will follow up and not end only with the lunch. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to share my thought, and it's a culture which all of us have to accept, and even if it means certain delays in delivering a product to the end user, it's worth rather than regretting the way we are land up in, say, cancelling a contract or rejecting product. Thank you very much. Thanks.